Free Palestine!
America's opposition to Israel's war on Gaza grows louder each day. This protest in New York, the latest, calling on the United States to stop supplying weapons to Israel. More than a dozen people were arrested as demonstrators urged the Israeli military to end its brutal campaign. In the capital, there's a new push by lawmakers too. US Congressman Ro Khanna is urging fellow Democrats to sign a letter joining France, the UK and Canada in recognising a Palestinian state.
This is the time we have to speak up.
He says his latest efforts have been sabotaged by Israel's staunch allies within the US administration. But some of Trump's closest allies have also begun to criticise Israel. Marjorie Taylor Greene is the first Republican to accuse Israel of a genocide, which Israel denies. And two resolutions recently tried to block the sale of US weapons to Israel on the grounds they are killing civilians in violation of international law.
Let us be clear. This is not an effort to win a war. This is an effort to destroy a people.
Phyllis Bennis, a director with the Institute for Policy Studies, says it's a significant shift in tone on Capitol Hill.
It reflects a very important shift that's been underway for a while, but particularly in the last several weeks, as both people and governments, as well as the press, are seeing these horrifying photographs of children dying of a human-made, Israeli and US-made famine. This has changed the discourse. It's changing the narrative.
Under increasing pressure, President Trump sent his Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff to Gaza to inspect the situation firsthand. Specifically, the controversial aid distribution sites backed by the US and Israel, accused by human rights groups of turning aid distribution into a bloodbath. The president claims the US is giving $60 million in food aid, but only a fraction of it has been allocated.
Only we want the people fed. And we're the only country that's really doing that. We're putting up money to get the people fed. And Steve Witkoff is doing a great job. And we want Israel to get them fed. We're giving some pretty big contributions.
Former US diplomat William Roebuck says he doesn't see a significant foreign policy shift away from Israel, but says the US might be able to use its leverage to get more aid in.
I don't see a permanent solution, but if they can arrange for a couple of ceasefires that will allow the hostages, the Israeli hostages, to be released and get the gates open for humanitarian assistance, they could relieve this immense suffering.
President Trump has spoken of a new plan to deliver aid to Gaza, although he's yet to give any new details. But if the United States and Israel don't act soon to resolve the humanitarian crisis, the outrage on Capitol Hill could grow louder. Selina Downes, TRT World, Washington.